We have 2 boxes of 2021 Elite First Off the Line Football. Michael is the Niners, Jake is the Bears, Tate is the Bengals, Robert is the Bills, Mike is the Broncos, Michael is the Browns, Franco is the Bucks, Mike is the Cardinals and Chargers, Ryan is the Chiefs, Paul is the Colts, Kevin is the Cowboys, Kevin is the Finns, Mike is the Eagles, Jason is the Falcons, Mike is the football team, and Mike is the Giants, Jake is the Jaguars, Russ is the Jets, William is the Lions, Tony is the Packers, Jeff is the Panthers, Anthony is the Patriots, Paul is the Raiders, Rudy is the Rams, Dave is the Ravens, Saints, Seahawks, Ryan is the Steelers, Jerry is the Texans, Chuck is the Titans, and Mike is the Vikings. I don't really know about that, Montana, but I think that I think that his relationships went sour because it's something that I don't necessarily want to bring up on stream because, you know, there's a lot of different views on it, and we choose to stay out of that when it comes to this. So, but I think that just got to figure out the way to word this because I don't want it to Katie is a whiner and a snake, yeah, but I think that in Harden's eyes, you know, whatever side you were on, whether you agree with it or not, I think that in James Harden's eyes, and I'm not saying that I agree with him or disagree with him. We like to remain neutral, so. But I think in James Harden's eyes, I think that he personally didn't feel like Kyrie really wanted to win because of the whole situation. And again, I'm not, you know, we don't, but I just think that's what Harden saw. Based off things he said and things that Kyrie has said. You know, post-trade and stuff. So, we have a Quincy Roche, 19 out of 399. Let's go on to the Steelers, and just reports that came out. Let's go on to Ryan, Steelers. Yeah, I know. I was just looking for the right way to word it. That's all, because I didn't want it to. Reflect anything. We have a Mac Jones rookie elitist going to the Patriots and Anthony. Yeah, Ed, now that we're done with this, Contender's gonna post tomorrow, but that can't break until like next Wednesday, I think, or next Friday, something like that. Or maybe it's Friday. I don't know. It's something. No, it's next week. It's next Wednesday. So yeah, I'm gonna get rookies stars tomorrow, I think. AJ Brown. But yeah, that's just my thoughts on the whole situation. So yeah, we have a Justin Jefferson elite deck that's going to the Vikings and Mike. We have throwback Roger Staubach, 261 out of 299. Throwback threads. Let's go on to the Cowboys and Kevin. I think Harden is a good teammate. I mean, it seems like a good teammate in Philly. Joel loves him. Maxie loves him. Matisse loves him. They all love him in Philly. So until he gives me reason to believe that he's not a good teammate, I'm just not going to believe it. We have 148 out of 349. Ryan Tannehill, dual threats. Let's go on to the Titans and Chuck. Well, but at least you're guaranteed 5 autos in a box in Contenders, Ed. I only get into it's like 1 auto or patch. You get friggin' 12 patches, dude. And it's football. We got 57 out of 99. Luke Kuechly. That's going to the Panthers. And Jeff. Porter. We have Elite Company, Micah Parsons, going to the Cowboys, and Kevin. We have a Pat Freiermuth. Just the black ink auto. It's going to the Steelers, and Ryan. It is very expensive, though. Very expensive. Contender, it's because Contender is such a hit or miss product that when you do hit, it just sells for a crazy amount. We have a Najee Harris. We have a Terrace Marshall rookie on deck. Going to the Panthers, and Jeff. It's not numbered, right? No, I don't think so. We have 157 out of 999. Javon Holland. It's going to the Dolphins, and Kevin. Porter. Dak, there we go. Nice, we have 4 out of 10. Miles Sanders going to the Eagles, and Mike. It's the gold parallel. These were our last 2 boxes of Elite first off the line, by the way. I think I put that in the post, but. We have Ascension, the wild card, 21-9. The Saints beat Chicago. Yo, watch this, y'all. I'm telling you, Mitch Trubisky to the Indianapolis Colts, man. Hey, he leads them to the playoffs next year. Watch, I'm telling you. Stock up on the biscuit, man. I swear. We have 208 out of 399. Brian Urlacher. Let's go on to the Bears and Jake. Trubisky isn't a bad quarterback, man. Keep following the narrative. Keep following the narrative. Matt Nagy was a terrible coach. Nobody could succeed in that offense, man. He took them to the playoffs twice. We have Elite Deck Kyler Murray going to the Cardinals, and Mike. Chocolate ice cream is mid. I agree. Vanilla ice cream is better. I'll see Namath, and we have a 18 out of 25 Diami Brown. Low-key, I could see that, Ed, but I think Tampa Bay is going to pull a stupid move, and because Arians has already like hinted at it, I think Tampa Bay is going to pull just a dumb move and roll with freaking Mike Glennon at quarterback as like a bridge quarterback. Let's go on to the Washingtons and Mike. I really do. That's a Tampa Bay thing to do. And it's a Bruce Arians thing to do, too. Mr. Booker Porter. We have 343 out of 599. Jalen Waddle going to the Dolphins, and Kevin. I think that Russ is staying in Seattle. For sure. Nice, we have 6 out of 99. Star status, Tom Brady. Going to the Buccaneers, and Franco. Yeah, low key. I think Fitz is gonna retire though. Ed, I think he's gonna retire, man. I mean, he had what, a hip pointer or something that kept him out like all last season. He's old, man. Nice, we have 7 out of 95. Trey Lance going to the 49ers and Michael. If Jimmy G does get moved, I could see him going to the Steelers or Tampa. Actually, I think those are the two places he could get traded to. But I don't think they're gonna trade him. But yeah, I mean, look, more than likely, I hate to break it to you, but more than likely, Landry's gonna get cut. From everything I'm hearing. We have 235 out of 399. Sean Wade going to the Ravens, and Dave. I mean, he's getting paid hella money. Hella money for next year. So I think that there's like a 97% chance that Landry gets cut. I think Clowney, they'll manage to restructure him, but I think there's like a 97% chance that that Landry's going to get cut or traded, but not for much with that contract. We have 259 out of 999. Yeah, I heard that rumor, Ed. I heard that rumor. It's possible. Chuba Hubbard going to the Panthers and Jeff, and the Panthers are willing to. Apparently, they're interested in bringing back Cam Newton. Yeah, Njoku's going to be paid big money. They said that. I think they said they're willing to offer him like $10 million a year or something like that. We have a Zach Wilson rookie on deck going to the Jets and Russ. Which is crazy, I think. I mean, not that Njoku isn't a good tight end, but they didn't even want him there friggin' a couple years ago. They friggin' paid Hooper instead of him. We got first off the line. And they're paying Hooper all that money. I mean, Njoku's good, but I would just let him walk, honestly. Yes, I don't think Njoku's worth $10 million. Oh, man. He's done. I mean, he's athletic and he's big, but realistically, he hasn't. He's come up clutch in some situations, but he hasn't done much to like prove himself. And they're already overpaying another tight end. I just wouldn't risk it. And they have the tight end that they drafted in last year's draft too. What's his name? The one dude that they drafted in 2020. We have rookie leaders Jamar Chase. Let's go out to the Bengals and Tate. Yeah, Harrison Bryant. I personally, if I was the GM, I wouldn't pull the trigger on Njoku. I would let him walk. Hunter Bryant is okay. Word. I know there's two. There's Harrison and Hunter. It's one of the two. Yeah. Sure, rookie reporter. We have 237 out of 399. Amari Rodgers going to the Packers and Tony. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem worth it to me, especially when there's serviceable guys out there as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, personally, I don't want I mean, I love Dalton Schultz, don't get me wrong, but I don't want the Cowboys to re-sign Dalton Schultz because, I mean, it's probably like he's gonna get paid. He's gonna get like probably 12 million or so a year. And I mean, realistically, he's worth that, but I think the Cowboys have other needs to take care of. We've Elite Egg, Larry Fitzgerald going to the Cardinals, and Mike. So I'd rather the Cowboys just let him walk. You know, they already have Blake Jarwin under contract. They signed him to a deal a couple years ago, or last year or something like that, and sign a guy like Kyle Rudolph to the vet minimum. He's a serviceable blocker, and I mean he can operate as a backup tight end. You know what I'm saying? Something along those lines would be perfect for a team like the Browns, like the Cowboys, stuff like that, you know? That's just in my opinion, but we have a Michael Carter Gold Ink auto going to the Jets and Russ. There you go, Russ. think they'll wind up drafting a receiver first round. I think that the Cowboys are just gonna cowboy and screw the entire team up and cut DeMarcus Lawrence and Amari Cooper and bring back Schultz and Gallup and just screw everything up because they're the Cowboys. We have 641 out of 999 Jamie Newman. That's going to the Eagles and Mike. And I really don't want that to happen, but I just have a bad feeling it's going to. And, like, friggin' keep Zeke. We have the... Look, there are some bad contracts in football. Absolutely. But the Cowboys have the absolute worst contract in football with Zeke's. Zeke's contract is so bad. He's washed. Literally washed. We have spellbound Patrick Mahomes, 23 out of 75. See, that's where you're wrong, Jimmy. Cooper's underused. If he was used properly, he wouldn't be overpaid. He's underused. He didn't even hit 1,000 yards last year, right? People look at that. People look at the stats and say, oh, he's overpaid. But you have to understand, I mean, there were games where Cooper, Lamb, and Pollard combined didn't touch the ball as much as Zeke did. Cooper just... They, completely cut Cooper out of the offense last year, and it was really frustrating and disappointing. And so it looks like Cooper had a bad season. And, well, exactly. His production doesn't show up because they don't use him. They can, 2 years ago, yeah, he was looking good. But last year, his production fell off because they just stopped using him. That's Mahomes spellbound. Let's go to the Chiefs and Ryan. Exactly. CD got force-fed. Exactly. And he wound up screwing us over multiple times and dropping the ball in key situations. What is Friday, Jeff? What is Friday? Why am I tripping? Is Friday free agency? Or Friday is the... no. Friday is the... What is Friday? Why am I tripping? Like this Friday or next Friday? I think next Friday is the tag deadline, right? I don't know. I don't know what Friday is. We have 230 out of 349. Oh, wait, I get it now. Yeah. Yeah, honestly, I'm still waiting on Lamb to show up. Jerry Jeudy to 349 full throttle. Going to the Broncos and Mike. I think Lamb has a ton of potential, and he has all the potential to be the best, one of the best, if not the best wide receivers in the league. But his production hasn't shown it. He's been a disappointment, Jimmy. He's been very disappointing. We have 31 out of 91. Joe Burrow going to the Bengals and Tate. He's not clutch at all. He drops the ball when we need him to catch it. I mean, there were countless times where if he caught the ball and got the first down, it kept the drive alive. And we had a chance to go down the field and score on third downs, or even, game-winning drives, stuff like that. He's not clutch to this point. He can't catch a ball. Like, high key, he can't. We have a Greg Rousseau going to the Bills and Robert. And, of course, his stats are padded more than Cooper's because, again, he gets force-fed the ball. With 33 out of 75. Rondé Barber going to the Buccaneers and Franco. But, I mean, look at the Chiefs game, for example. The Chiefs and Raiders game. Now, I think CD was out for some of that game. CD was out for the second half of the Chiefs game, and he was out for the full Raiders game, I believe. But, I mean, without Cooper, that offense, that's a big reason why I think we couldn't get anything going this year, really. We got Tylan Wallace that's going to the Ravens, and Dave is because we just completely cut Cooper out of the offense. And when you take your star wide receiver out of the offense pretty much completely, it's going to be hard to get the ball downfield. when you're trying to force feed it to CD, who, you know, sometimes he makes plays, sometimes he doesn't. Trey Lance rookie on deck. I'm all for getting the ball to CD, but you got to go do number 1 first. Let's go on to the Niners and Michael. And until CD proves that he can come up in the clutch like Coop has in the past, then, I mean, Coop's still the number 1. CD's not the number 1. We have 138 out of 599. Mac Jones, let's go on to the Patriots and Anthony. Man, I mean, look, the Cowboys were bad. Like, they were good in the first half, and I truly believe that they were a good team up until that Patriots game. I truly believe that they were a good team. I think things just went downhill after there, man. The offensive line just completely forgot how to block. You know, if you look up stats, I mean, you can find all the stats. You know what I'm saying? You can find time in the pocket, this, all that, you know. I mean, that offensive line just, they literally forgot how to block. We have 356 out of 399. DK Metcalf, that's going to the Seahawks, and Dave. It's bad. Our center is terrible. Tyler Biadasz, man, he's garbage, literally. The left guard, Connor Williams, he cost us so many drives with holding penalties, man. So many drives. Lyle Collins just fell off the cliff for some reason. Got paid and forgot how to play football. And Tyron Smith can't stay healthy, man. I mean, that's been the story for the past 5 years. Always something with the neck or back with him, man. We have Trey Lance rookie on deck. Going to the Niners and Michael. Yeah, I do like Cedric Wilson. I do. And I actually, believe it or not, I actually think that Cedric Wilson fits Kellen Moore's offensive scheme better than Michael Gallup. I think Michael Gallup is the better receiver, and I think that he's a playmaker. But I think that Wilson fits Moore's scheme better. We have a Stephon Diggs elite deck going to the Bills and Robert. And if you guys, do you guys remember Craftsman Zeke, this guy? Do you guys remember Todd Gurley's really bad season? The season before the Rams cut him. So it was, I think, 2019, I believe, because 2018 was when they beat the Cowboys in the playoffs with that big rushing game, like Gurley with the knee, and then C.J. Anderson had like 110 yards. Cowboys' run defense just couldn't do jack against that Rams offense. But you guys remember Todd Gurley, the really bad year Todd Gurley had. And then after that year, you know, the Rams had already signed him to this big contract, and they were just like, man, screw it. We're going to cut him. Because he's just not performing. We got 17 out of 49. Levi Onwuzurike going to the Lions, and William. Yo, that was a bad year for Todd Gurley. And believe it or not, that year for Todd Gurley was better than the year that Zeke just had. He's not good, man. He's not good anymore. I can't continue to defend him. He doesn't deserve that starting job. Tony Pollard does. I know, Thomas. I know, man. That's hype. I'm happy for you, bro. We got 2 of 7 out of 399. Kyle Pitts going to the Falcons and Jason. Dude, that hedge was like literally legendary. Technically, I mean, I guess you didn't have to hedge it, right? But you did. Baller. Reporter. God, Tucker Manning, DK. We have 778 out of 999. Kellen Mond going to the Vikings and Mike. Yeah, I mean, for real, Jimmy, exactly, which is why I just think it's so stupid. I mean, we're paying Zeke so much money. I think he got signed to what? Like a $90 million contract? terrible, man. We have Panay Sewell, rookie on deck. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Let's go on to the Lions and William. Dude, the Thunder came through for me tonight. Let's go. Let's go. Porter. Marino out. Trey White. Tyreek. And nice. Dope one. How about a little Justin Tucker? There's 10 out of 10. Let's go out to the Ravens and Dave. There you go, Dave. Cool little Justin Tucker. Yeah, the Giants need to trade Saquon while they still can.